For Unit 1.2, I would like you to customize your bridge settings, or at least learn how to. You're going to go first to watch the movie that I have listed in Unit 1.1. It's a very informative, useful video via Adobe. So what we're going to be looking at for this particular video is customizing a workspace. So what I want to focus on is going up to Window, and then you've got Workspace. So you're going to notice all these different settings, and these are the different workspaces that come with Adobe Bridge. And this is a custom workspace that I've created up here. And this is what I would like each individual student to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that to expand that. You're also going to find these settings right up here at the very top here. You notice you're getting some quick key commands. I'll be going over what those mean. In addition to that, you can go and click on this little drop-down menu here. What I'd like to focus on is really getting you guys to customize this workspace and understanding how you can organize all these different settings. We'll get into some of the different features and editing that's available within Bridge. But please watch that video. It's very informative in terms of how folders works and accessing things such as favorites as well. At this particular point, prior to setting up your own, what I would have you guys do is go through each of the presets, go through each of them and figure out what you like or dislike about each of them. I just clicked through a few different ones. You're going to notice it's like, oh, that doesn't really show my photos very well. So I could always go back to the D10. That's for one of my cameras, image review. I go back to that. And you're going to note that it launches me right back to where I was. So no worries if you set stuff up. You can always go back to it. So I would recommend that you guys go through each of these and see what happens as you're going through them. Essential is going to bring you into a whole different setup. So a very nice one for viewing images. And notice it also resizes the overall window as well. So if I go back to D10.8 image review, it'll bring me back to that particular setting. Although it did minimize the window for whatever reason. I'm just going to expand that just a little bit. And go back up. So once again, they're in the strip, the drop-down menu. You can always reset your workspaces. But what I would like you to do at this particular point is to create a new workspace. And I would like you guys to individually, based upon the information that you've learned by looking at the other workspaces, gone through and tried the different editing from the video. I'm not going to go through it too much, but that really has to do with hovering over these different borders, minimizing and expanding different windows, minimizing the information too by double clicking. In the video, he considers it to be opening and closing a drawer. I think that's a great way to describe it. So to bring up the metadata, all these types of things we'll be learning about in the near future. There's all different types of sort features, and I'll get into that later. But primarily, I would like you guys to set up your own workspace, get working within Bridge. So creating a new workspace, name that. What I would like you to do is to put your last name and then _1. So for myself, that's going to be Woodcock. And then _1. And then what I would like you to do is once you have that saved, you're going to notice that once you hit the save button here, that's going to be up on the top there. And, whatever your last name is, _ and then #1. Just so we know and can identify that you guys have done this. And then once you've gone through that basic procedure, what I would like you guys to do is to do a screenshot. I've listed different settings for how to do this. And then once again, I just want to re-mention that it's also available up in the window feature here. We'll be going through all these different tools later on. And then under workspace. So we're just working within workspaces at this particular moment. And we'll be delving deeper into the idea of customizing workspaces for your needs and different panel arrangements such as that. And I'm hoping that you guys take this to, create your own unique space. So that's the basic idea, is creating your own unique profile, adopting whichever one of these other profiles that comes with it, and changing the windows to look as good as they can on either your laptop or your home computer, and size them accordingly. based upon the images and folders that you can open up. You'll be changing it in the future, so no worries about that. So once again, you'll go into this little drop down arrow here, and you can go in there and into a new workspace, and I would like you to once again put your last name _1, and you can make sure these two are checked here. Hit the save button. I'm going to cancel out at this particular point because I don't want to save this, and create your own unique preset up here. And then once you get done with that, on a Mac, what I do in terms of doing a screenshot is one that doesn't do the whole screenshot is a Command-Shift-4, which what you're going to notice here is I get this little target, and then once you get to that particular setup with whatever files you open up, and we'll be talking about files and shooting some images tomorrow, you'll take a screenshot of that and you hear that little snap, and then you have this little image pop up here, and it's just a screenshot of all the information on your particular device, and that's what you're going to be submitting for the assignment. So I'll go into that a little further tomorrow during class.